Hey, how's it going? Hold on, let me center this a little bit more. Okay. Technical difficulties here. Just don't want to make this too. Whatever. This is fine. Alright, that works. So, how's it going? Josue, back again on Hear Me Raw with another video. And today I want to talk about giving yourself up to the universe. I was trying to find like the best way to say it, but I think that we'll do that. Give yourself to the universe. Give yourself to the world. Give yourself to the world. You know, nowadays we have been so focused on taking and taking and taking that we're not giving and giving. And think about it this way, you know, I'll get into it, but I think something that we all have to really come to terms with and hopefully realize, self-realization, which is the goal. But once you self-realize, you'll know what I'm talking about. What I'm gonna bring up next is the fact that once we can get to the place where we realize that everything is us, everything is you. You have to realize that everything is you, everything. There is no separation. I talk about this all the time. There is no separation. Separation is an illusion. Science has even been proving this. Science has proven that there is no separation. It is all connected. There was this one experiment when they separated two electrons, and it didn't matter how far away they put those electrons. Once they did something to one, it happened to the other. Once something is connected, it can never be disconnected. It can never. It's connected forever, and everything in this world is connected. I heard that in my own head, so I've experienced the feeling. I remember when I heard that in my head, I was like, holy crap. It blew my mind. My mind was blown. I was like, holy crap. It's like, how did I not see it before? And every single day, I am seeing this connection more and more and more. You know, it goes deeper and deeper and deeper. I don't know how deep it goes. It probably goes on forever. Probably goes on forever, just how connected everything is in this world. And you are part of that. You are not alone. You are part of this. You're an integral part of this. Like, you are necessary, you are needed, you are here for a reason. And I believe that reason is to give yourself to the world. By give yourself to the world, I mean your gift, your voice, your talent, whatever it may be, who you are. The world needs it. The world is practically begging for who you are, because we have almost a world filled with people trying to be somebody else. Everybody's trying to be somebody else. Everybody's copying each other. There's almost nothing original. Everyone's being fake. We're using all these technologies when we're filtering and everything. Let's be us. Nowadays, when I see somebody that's not trying to be fake, I'm just like, I'm in love. I'm just like, oh my goodness, thank you for being you. Thank you for just being, you know. Thank you for sharing you. Like, I love when people share themselves with me. Like, they don't hide. They don't put on a mask. It can be pretty exhausting putting on a mask. Imagine if you had to walk around with a physical mask all day long for the rest of your life. That is what a lot of people are doing. Except they don't know that they're wearing a mask, and they don't know how much energy it's taken from them. Could you imagine having to act for your whole life? Acting is not easy. That's what you think. Why do you think actors get paid? What they do is not easy. They are being somebody else, and they only do that for a couple of weeks, couple of months while they shoot. But there are people out there doing this for their whole lives. Their whole lives. And why are we being somebody else when we could just be ourselves? The path of least resistance. Let's just be who we are. We have no need to be anybody else, because who we are, that is everything. That is our gift. That is our talent. That is what we can offer the world, and it is priceless. There's only one you in this whole universe, so why dare try to be anybody else? Why do yourself that disservice of not being you? why would you keep this beautiful gift that you have? Why would you keep you from the world? To keep you from the world is like you're keeping yourself from yourself. You're robbing yourself of yourself, if that makes any sense. And when I talk about everything being connected, it's like I swear this goes deeper and deeper the further along my journey that I go. But look at everything as being you, even if you don't believe it yet. Keep it in mind. Maybe like every day, just like write it down like a whole bunch of times. Everything is connected, or everything is me. Like the Bible talks about the fact that God is everywhere and God is everything, you know? And it's true, because God is in everything. God is in you. God is in me. God is everywhere. And I'm not religious. Like, I think religion takes things a little far, you know? But when you see that God is in everything and God is your higher self is God speaking through you, which is pretty amazing when you think about it. When you can see God in everything, when you can see yourself in everything, life becomes much better. You know, there's no more competition, because why would you compete with yourself? Why? And you also know that you're your own person. Even though we're all connected, we're all one, you're still your own person. You still have your individual gifts and talents, and you still have your individual purpose, you know? That's the beauty of it. Like, you don't see oranges competing with apples. If oranges competed with apples, then we would miss out on one. So all these people that are competing and comparing and just, you know, being other things other than themselves, you know, the world misses out on those souls. And right now we need the souls. We need the creative souls. We need people just being themselves and not conforming to society. We need some excitement. We need something new. Technology is kind of, you know, technology is doing two things. It's bringing us together, but it's also tearing us down. So we got to use technology to our benefit, like I am now. Give yourself to the world. Don't hold back. Don't keep hiding. Give yourself to the world. Don't be afraid. Conquer that fear. Right? Everything you do comes back to you. Everything you do comes back to you. How you treat people is how you treat yourself. If you don't believe me, think about it. Like, pay attention to your interactions and see how you treat people. And then also pay attention to your thoughts and see how you treat yourself. There will be a connection. Because once I started to love myself, I started to love others a lot better. Like, it came natural because it's what I was doing to myself. You know, once I became more conscious of my interactions, you know, I started realizing, like, man, like, I have some things I gotta work on. I didn't notice how rude I was being to people. I didn't know how much separation I was causing. I didn't know how much competing I was doing. I did not know how much belittling I was doing. I was belittling others, got to the point where, you know, I was calling people idiots, and I was thinking they were idiots and that they were stupid because they were not thinking like me. And all those judgments were coming back on me. I was exhausted, man. I was exhausted. I was doing so much of that, I had no energy to pay attention to, like, what was happening to me. I was putting all my energy out there and just, like, you know, fighting for something. Something else that we do, like, many of us are fighting to just be labeled rather than just exist, to just be. Like, we're fighting tooth and nail. We're fighting with all of our being, with all of our energy, putting all this energy just so we can be put into a box. That's gotta stop. Like, I'm done with, like, I wish we could live in a world that transcended labels, but I think we might be too far. Because we use labels for everything, but let's get to a point where we don't allow the labels to define us. We can use the labels to, you know, to make sense of things, to, you know, you can use the labels to our benefit, but right now, we are letting those labels literally define who we are. Like, we literally get defined by that label, and then we just stay there, and we never change. We never change. But to survive in this world, to really be happy, you gotta evolve. Life is all about evolving. Life is all about the evolution. If you don't evolve, then you die. You can't just stay somewhere. So don't let a label keep you from moving up. Don't let a label keep you from doing what you need to do in order to grow, in order to thrive, in order to be happy. So to be yourself, you have to get rid of the labels. You have to get rid of the judgments. Another thought I had recently was just like, we have a lot of judgments, but how many of them are really our judgment? Or is it just things that we are repeating? Because many of us now, we are repeating things. The persona that we have built, the personality that we have, it's like it's repetition. It's things that we have been told, things that people have told us about ourselves. But have we taken the time to truly know who we are? J. Cole said it awesome, and he says he thought if God is real, that he would never judge a man because he would understand what a man goes through. And I agree. I don't think God is not this vengeful, jealous God that the Bible has it set out to be. That's not right. That ain't God. God is love, and love is understanding. Love is patience. And to get to that godly consciousness, you have to kind of learn. You have to stop judging so much. You gotta stop judging. Judging takes so much out of you. Judging, if you find yourself judging a lot, maybe you're seeing that you have a lack of control, but do you really need to control everything? Do you really need to control everything? Imagine if you really had to control everything. Imagine if you had complete control over everything. That means you'd have to control your eyes, how they open and close. You have to control your breathing, your lungs. You'd have to control your heart. You'd have to control your fingers, like consciously all the time. Could you imagine yourself doing that? Could you imagine? And then that's just talking about your body here. Then you have to think about the outside. You have to control the sun when it goes up and goes down, and like it would go on and on. So just stop trying to control things. Stop judging things. Allow things to be the way they are, and just live it, experience it. Do what you came here to do, which is express yourself, express your true self, your higher self, express love. Everything that you do your best to do it in a loving way, and then give yourself to the world in a loving way. By loving yourself first, loving who you are, loving what comes out of you when you're just being in love with yourself. Spend enough time away so that way you can hear your true voice and allow that voice to guide you. Allow your intuition to guide you. Allow your heart to guide you down the right path. And you'll go down a path where you'll have so much energy. You'll be so vibrant. You'll be so happy. And people will just gravitate towards you. It will be amazing. Don't forget to eat the fruits, man. Eat as much fruit as you can. That's God's food right there. That's nature's food. Nature's perfect food. It's just like us. I saw a post earlier today on Instagram. It was showing a couple of different fruits and how literally like the fruits look like a vagina. And the fruits are seeds. They are from Mother Nature. They nurture us. Fruits are like us. Eat like foods. Eat living foods. Eat foods that are alive, to feel alive. So that way you have the energy to share yourself with the world. That way you have the energy to overcome your fears. If your body's working too hard from eating too much processed foods and too much cooked foods, too much heavy foods, and too many toxins and drugs and things like that, if your body's too busy fighting all those things, you're not gonna have the energy needed to battle your fears, to battle your dark side, to bring your dark side to the light. You won't have the energy to do it. You won't even be thinking about that because your body's just too busy getting rid of the toxins. As soon as it's gotten rid of the toxins, if that's all you're eating, it's going to want more toxins and more toxins. And it's an endless cycle. So give your body a break. Give your mind a break. So that way you can, start to live. You can start to grow. And you can start finding your path back to yourself. Because we're all literally on a path back to ourselves. We're out there searching for something outside of us. But eventually we have to come back in. That's the only place to go. I talk about the world is not even real. It's all in our heads. It's all within us. So it's like the world is within you. So you're trying to go out there, but the world is already within you. Everything you need is within you. So your path will always lead you back to within. Once you come within and you realize that you're connected to the world, you're gonna want to give yourself to the world. Why not? Because it's you. Wouldn't you want to give yourself you? Once you realize you go within and you find your gift, you find what you love to do, and you see how it affects others. You see how much love and how much light it brings to others. You see the smile that it brings to other people's faces, and then you can't hold it in anymore. You can't hold in who you are anymore. You just explode with love in a lovely way, and you explode and you give yourself to the world. That's my video for that day, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, hit the like button below. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.